Good evening and welcome to Primetime News on MITV. I am Victor Daniels. In the news, to commemorate the International Day for the Eradication of Poverty, the federal government has launched a renewed hope conditional cash transfer for 15 million households across the country. President Bola Tinubu, who was represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, at the lunch held at the Presidential Villa, Abuja, assured Nigerians of the administration commitment to restructure the Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation Ministry with a 7-year roadmap to tackle food security and hunger, eradicate poverty, drive economic growth, and create jobs. The president, who pledged an investment of 75 billion naira to support small and medium enterprises and startups, said his government will lead from the front in seeking to ensure that all Nigerians have decent opportunities for dignified work and sustained social protection. The Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Betta Edu, reiterated the resolve of President Tinubu to pull Nigerians out of poverty while mitigating humanitarian crises across Nigeria. She said the conditional cash transfer of 75,000 naira will reach out 61 million Nigerians. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edu, however, said President Tinubu is committed to aggressively alleviate poverty through many economic empowerment initiatives.
My government will lead from the front in seeking to ensure that all Nigerians have decent opportunities for dignified work and sustained social protection. Today, my administration is launching the Renewed Hope Conditional Cash Transfer Program for vulnerable groups as an immediate intervention to cushion the effects of fuel subsidy removal and other economic shocks. However, the government is working to develop and deploy several more solutions and interventions.
If you give people cash directly, you reduce poverty. You help them in a significant way. So I commend this particular initiative, and I know it is one of a package that Mr. President has for Nigerians. And let me just say, finally, there is concern when payments are being made like this. And in this particular case, the audit trail is there. The mechanism that is going to be used is one that is biometric. It is proven. You will be able to name every single person.
In total, 15 million households will be receiving 75,000 naira over a space of 3 months. This equates to about 61 million Nigerians directly benefiting from the conditional cash transfer. Why do we call it conditional cash transfer, and what really can it do for Nigerians? It was sincere with ourselves, and as a country, we all must put our hands together to make progress. We must recognize the fact that indeed there is need for that urgent intervention to Nigerians. Nigerians need to feel the renewed hope agenda.
Let me say that this has taken, it's been a while to get to this point, because the first thing that needed to happen was, in fact, it began on the first day of this administration with His Excellency the President making that bold announcement about eliminating fuel subsidies. And then that was an incredibly bold move, one that had been, not taken in the past for many years. And why was it so bold? Because those funds that were going towards...
The Senate on Tuesday went into a lengthy closed session after its chief whip, Ali Ndume, stormed out of the plenary session, citing errors committed which were not redressed. Barely 10 minutes after commencement of plenary, the Borno State senator raised the point of order on alleged errors which were not corrected by the President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio. The error, according to Ndume, was a motion moved by Senator Samaila Kawu for debate on the need for reopening of Nigeria-Niger border without reading the title of his motion. Ndume, who cited other 51 of the Senate's standing rules, requested the Senate President to allow for correction of any error made or observed in plenary. But Akpabio quickly intercepted him by saying, having ruled on issues raised, it cannot be revisited and consequently ruled Ndume out of order. Senator representing the Kogi West, Sunday Karimi, Spirited had attempted to sustain Ndume's line of argument through another point of order, but was also ruled out of order by the Senate President. Sustaining Baru's point of order by Akpabio infuriated Ndume by raising another point of order, Order 54, to seek for correction of the perceived error. But without being allowed to make a full representation of his argument, the President of the Senate ruled him out of order again. Angered by Akpabio's decision, Ndume packed his documents and furiously stormed out of the chamber.
It's not respect with his motion, so that we don't continue to repeat this mistake again and again. It's Order 63. With the permission, I read. The President of the Senate, in the Senate, and the Chairman in any committee shall be responsible for the observance of the rules of order in the Senate and committee respectively, and their decision upon any point of order shall not be open to appeal, shall not be open to appeal, shall not be open to appeal, and shall not be reviewed by the Senate.
SP and distinguished colleagues, we are just starting the session, and as we go, we should be taking note of the small mistakes that we can make, and we should correct them. The issue of saying that you have ruled, if the ruling is wrong, even the Supreme Court, when it passes judgment,
Distinguished Chief Whip, to all sequence of speeches, motions, or bills coming before the Senate. So as we are coming under Order 54, this is what is written there. So I'm sorry, Leader, we rule you out of order. Yes, Leader of the Senate.
The House of Representatives Committee on Appropriation has expressed its readiness to ensure a speedy passage of the 2024 appropriation bill when brought before the House of President Tinubu. The lawmakers also assured to extend their oversight jurisdiction over relevant government agencies in its monitoring of the budget implementation. Chairman of the committee, Abubakar Bichi, who stated this at the inaugural meeting of the committee on Tuesday, said the lower chamber will ensure the sustenance of the long-established precedent of ensuring compliance with the Financial Year Act through budget passage on or before the 31st of September of each financial year. The lawmaker, however, noted that this development will no doubt make the budget implementation from January to December operational and achievable. House of Representative correspondent Linda Ike reports that Honorable Bichi vowed that the panel will monitor implementation by all the ministries, departments and agencies, saying that the committee work is not just about budget appropriation.
I will want to urge people not to take the gentlemanliness of our chairman for granted. People should not take it for granted and think that they can fly into this committee from all parts of this National Assembly. So we are constantly going to guard our committee, scrutinize our membership to make sure that every member of this National Assembly does not become a member of the Appropriation Committee. Mr. Chairman, I must thank you very much. Let me assure you on behalf of our members that you have nothing but our support. You have nothing other than the solidarity of members of this committee. And I must thank you.
This closing preparedness for the November 11th upcoming off-cycle governorship election in Imo, Kogi and Bayelsa, the INEC chairman, Prof. Mahmoud Yakubu, has charged the to adhere to the professional and ethical standards. He gave the charge at the two-day capacity building workshop for INEC Press Corps on ethical safety practices and critical issues relating to Kogi, Imo and Bayelsa governorship elections. Represented by a national commissioner and chair of the Information and Voter Education Committee, Sam Olumekun, Professor Mahmoud specifically cautioned the media on the dangers of weaponizing fake news and misinformation in the lead-up to the country's off-cycle governorship elections. Also, team lead of the Development Alternative Incorporated, Dai Rudolph Albling, while explaining the interference of the EU in some development projects, especially elections in Africa, is to ensure a successful process to democracy, saying that democracy is more stable, secure, prosperous, and easier to work with. He therefore urged the media in Nigeria to adhere to certain principles that are crucial to a credible and peaceful election process. Earlier, the chairman of the INEC Press Corps, Segun Ojumu, welcomed participants and highlighted the importance of accurate and unbiased reporting to ensure transparency, public trust, and credibility of the electoral process.
As you are aware, the upcoming gubernatorial elections in Kogi, Imo, and Bayelsa states are scheduled for November 11th hold significant importance for INEC and the nation as a whole. Accurate and unbiased reporting is vital to ensure transparency, public trust, and the credibility of the election process. Therefore, it is essential that members of the INEC Press Corps are adequately equipped with the necessary skills.
The media is essential for democracy, and elections without the media actually is impossible. Or let's say a credible election without the media is impossible. But for that, the reporting of the media must be correct and must be ethical and not carried by any political.
The First Lady of Nigeria, Oluremi Tinubu, says women must be ready to break barriers and challenge stereotypes if they want to unleash their potentials. The First Lady, while declaring open the 23rd National Women's Conference organized by the Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials, COSO, themed Unleash Your Potentials. She also said women should be ready to seek help when they run into difficulty in their quest to unleash their potential. The wife of the Lagos State Governor, Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, also urged women in the state to think out of the box, unleash their potential, make things happen, and be relevant in the society. Also speaking, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu called on women to seize the opportunity of the conference to unleash their potential, rebirth and reshape themselves, to see the fullness of all the skills bestowed on them by God, and for them to contribute positively to the nation building.
Let us remember that our potential is not just about personal success. It is about uplifting our families, communities, and our great nation as a whole. When women are empowered, society thrives. I call upon each and every one of you to embrace the theme of this conference, Unleash Your Potential, not only for your benefit, but for your individual states and the benefit of our beloved nation.
In 2022, the theme was Spring Forth, Stand Out. In 2023, our theme is Unleash Your Potential. Dear women, we are all at that point right now to make our moves. So I charge you, don't wait for the things to happen Go and make things happen. Be relevant.
The gathering here today gives us an invaluable opportunity to recheck ourselves, to say to ourselves that our potentials as individuals, as committed mothers, as committed wives, as committed sisters, as committed partners will be unleashed.
Continuous collaboration between the public and private sector is needed to enable the ease in the affairs of farmers and agricultural sector in general. This collaboration will help to reduce the current food inflation crisis, which was 29.34% as at August 2023, and reduce hunger among the citizens. This was the general consensus of panel members at the 2023 World Food Day Symposium by Food Click Support Initiative in Lagos on Monday, tagged Importance of Public-Private Collaboration to accomplish a sustainable food security solution. According to Oladejo Olusokomi, a member of the initiative, food security is an integral part of any society that protects the farmers and the consumers of agricultural produce. It will also improve market access and enable youth involvement in this sector. Akin Alabi, founder of Corporate Farmers INC, noted that the government should champion agricultural courses that would improve both the economy of the nation as well as the well-being of the citizens. Also speaking at the event is Rafiat Gawat, who said that government involvement should not begin when crises occur.
One of our partners here at this event today, Lucky Mills, they give us their excess produce to ensure that those produce do not go into waste. We all know that everybody is talking about climate action, climate hazard and environmental issues right now. I'm sad to say that 20% of the ozone carbon depletion that we have comes from food dumps.
Government needs to make affordability of seeds, premium seeds for farmers. Then from there, you have to look at the production line, the entire value chain system, management system. So these are simple roles if government can begin to champion, so that farmers can have a well-sustained environment to start from. Then most critically also, provide a platform for distribution.
So certainly on the public level, there's something has to be done on this level. What should be done? I think there's gonna be, and CBN has to interfere on this level. Especially I have high hopes with the new president, and of course I need to cherish as well the Lagos government for everything that he's doing over here. So hopefully.
The Permanent Secretary of Lagos State Ministry of Health, Dr. Olusegun Ogboye, charges residents in the state to take cognizance of the eyes through regular routine checkup. He gave the charge at the Walk on Sensitization campaign in commemoration with World Sight Day 2023, themed Love Your Eyes at Work. According to Dr. Ogboye, he, however, admonished residents in the state on eye check at least once in a year. The campaign was in collaboration with the Lions Club District 404B2, Nigeria, as well as Nigerian Optometrics Association Lagos State Branch. Meanwhile, the Lions District 404B2, Nigeria, at the Lions adopted a garden in Alausa, Ikeja, had a free screening and administration of glasses to those diagnosed with eye defects. The president of Ikeja Lions Club, Abiodun Olofin, advised beneficiaries to take heed prescribed by the professional optometrist. He, however, admonished them to also embrace the heart of lionism.
That's the importance of having your eyes checked at least once, checked thoroughly at least once every year. The theme for this year is Love Your Eyes at Work, and I really love that theme because a lot of us are in jobs that affect our eyes. We do a lot of things that spray a lot of particles and substances into our eyes, and we don't use the right kind of protection at work. Then even people who have proper desk jobs, staring at a computer for too long, especially in bad lighting, also has its own effect on the eyes. So these are things that we need to regularly check our eyes for and ensure that we're not heading towards blindness.
The employers has a responsibility.
In celebration after 2023 World Sight Day, Lions Cup District 44B3 Nigeria flagged off its sight and vision preservation in the Yanukbaja area of Lagos State. Pioneer District Governor of Lions 44B3 Otumba Olaiwola Fadairo said the campaign was in line with the World Sight Day 2023, themed Love Your Eyes at Work, with over 200 beneficiaries at early stage of the flag-off. Otumba Fadairo hoped to see more turnout than the previous campaign at other regions of the district. Meanwhile, the project chairperson, Dr. Juliet Okbaleye, said the Yanukbaja area of Lagos State was chosen for eye care so as to assist the government in putting smile on people's face in Yanukbaja. The flag-off witnessed eye screening and administration of free glasses to persons with eye defects.
Today marks the World Sight Day, and having that in Nigeria, Lions Club International, one of the main causes of our association is vision. So we decided to celebrate it this year by doing it here in Lagos, free screening and free donation of eyeglasses with drugs. Here now, presently we are having 200 plus and it's still counting. So let's hope they will meet that of Abeokuta and they will surpass it.
What we did is that we first of all went to the nooks and crannies, we went to the marketplaces, we related with the communities, the institutions around the police. You can see that police officers are also here. So we invited them to come out in their numbers today, because we have enough free eyeglasses and personnel that are going to do the screening for them. This program is channeled into 3 major areas. The general public, as we are doing today. We are also going to do selections for schools, because we also have set of glasses for students. Then the third aspect of it is we also go to where we have elders only. We also screen them and guide them on sight preservation, and then we also determine from these people those that have major eye defects like cataracts, because we also will be sponsoring them in future for free cataracts operation.
Like apart from sight and vision, we have some other things we do. We do diabetes screening, because sight and vision and diabetes, they are somehow related. If you are diabetic, definitely it will show in your eyes. So here we are doing even eye screening to know if there are some eye diseases like diabetes, like glaucoma, like cataract, whereby we see that can be managed here. We refer.
And that's it from the local scene. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll take some stories from the foreign scenes.
A deadly syndicate. An overdue vengeance. A sacrifice of blood. A coveted crown. A self-proclaimed king.
Welcome back. On the foreign scene, President Biden will visit Israel on Wednesday to convey a message of solidarity to a vital U.S. ally that has declared war on the Palestinian organization Hamas for their murderous terror campaign in southern Israel. Biden is coming here at a critical moment for Israel, for the region and for the world, Secretary of State Antony Blinken said on Monday during his second visit to the Jewish state in a week. Blinken also stated that the U.S. and Israel has agreed to develop a plan that will enable humanitarian aid from donor nations and multinational organizations to reach civilians in Gaza, referring to the small, densely crowded Palestinian region ruled by Hamas for over 2 decades. 13 U.S. nationals remain unaccounted for after the Hamas raid on Israel, and 30 U.S. citizens have been confirmed killed. As many as 600 U.S. nationals are thought to be among the hundreds of thousands of people trapped in Gaza. Belgian police have shot dead a man who killed 2 Swedish nationals in the capital, Brussels, on Monday evening. The 45-year-old man, named in Belgian media as Abdesalem, was shot in a cafe in the Schaerbeek neighborhood. A third Swedish citizen was seriously injured in the attack, which took place 5 kilometers, that's 3 miles, from the stadium where Belgium was playing Sweden to qualify for the Euro 2024 football tournament. The victims are all men in their 60s and 70s, Swedish officials said. The attack began when a man opened fire with an automatic rifle on the Boulevard de Pries north of the city center. Video shared online showed a man on a scooter dressed in an orange fluorescent jacket pull up and start shooting passers-by. We'll now take a short break. When we come back, we'll take some story in sport.
It's the Premier League all on DSTV. All the goals, all the clashes, all the moments. All of Rashford, Salah, and Saka. All in the language of your choice. All in HD. Available on all these bouquets to choose from. To watch on all these devices. Stay connected for all the action. Get DSTV with an HD decoder. Plus dish plus 1 month confirmed for 18,500 Naira. It's the Premier League. All on DSTV.
Welcome back. Dutch winger Anwar El Ghazi has been suspended from training and games by his club side Mainz for a social media post about the Israel-Gaza conflict. The 28-year-old has since deleted the post, which his club felt was unacceptable. Bundesliga club Mainz said that El Ghazi took a position on the ongoing conflict in the Middle East that was deemed unacceptable by the club. Former Aston Villa and Everton winger El Ghazi joined Mainz in the summer. He has played 3 league games for club after joining on a free transfer. And that's it on tonight's news on MITV. I am Victor Daniels. Good night.